Okay, these are 3 rubbing strips. The one back here I got 3,500 miles out of it. The middle one I got 4,500 miles out of it. And this is the brand new one. And I'll measure the millimeters here. The millimeters on the new one is about 4 millimeters. The millimeters on the one I got 4,500 miles on is 2 millimeters. And the one I got 3,500 miles on is 2 millimeters, almost 2.5 millimeters. So that's what the top part look like. Now I'll flip them over and we'll look at the bottom sides. Okay, now this is the bottom sides. This one right here on the far right I got 4,500 miles out of, and this one I got 3,500 miles out of, and this one's the brand new one. Now I'm going to measure the right up in his area where the chain wears on it mostly, and that has almost 4.25 millimeters. And this guy, of course, is wore down to nothing, and so is this guy wore down to nothing. And you can see the holes. Let's see, you can see the holes where it wore, the chain wore, and the grooves it put in there on this one, the 3,500 mile one, and on the 4,500 mile ones, it was even worse. But it didn't get into the rubber. I was afraid it would get into the rubber, but it didn't. So anyway, the very first one I got, the original one that came with the bike, I got 10,000 miles out of it, and I don't know, I just can't quite seem to get that chain properly, whether it's too loose or too tight. I don't know. I tried both ways. The 4,500 mile one, I kept the chain pretty tight, about 22 millimeters, and then on this one I kept it up to 30 millimeters, and got less mileage with more slack. So I don't know. I can't figure it out, I guess. Anyway, there you go.